Okay, here I go. Okay, here we go. Wait! Hello, YouTube! My name is MochiiMochii, and I am back with some more Parz! Who just followed me in the middle of my YouTube intro? Okay, we gotta go again. Hello, YouTube! My name is MochiiMochii, and I am back with another YouTube video! We are reacting to more Parz with my chat! Say hi to YouTube, guys! You guys are so cute! Say hello! I may look a little different because I am cosplaying for my Silent Hill F game I'm gonna be playing right after reacting to this video. So this is not what I normally wear, but it's what I'm wearing for today. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with the video! Alright, let's do it. Alright, let's do it.
This is one of the oldest creatures on the planet.
Pikachu!
Pokemon! We got a boomer!
Introducing the horseshoe crab, found under the sea in the Atlantic,
Horseshoe
Indian and
crab?
Pacific Oceans. And when I said old, I didn't mean individually. These little guys disconnect from the server at around age 40.
Oh!
And as far as their actual lives go, they're kind of boring. They're bottom feeders with zero offensive capability, and the only reason they have a tail is that without it, they would die if you flipped them onto their back.
Oh no!
No, when I say old, I mean as a species. Because these things are walking fossils that have been running the exact same basic ass build, completely unchanged, for millions of years.
Dang! You know what they say? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Like, they never evolved. Like, there was probably one day where someone was like, "Sir, I think it's time to evolve," and they were just like, "No," and they just stayed like that. It's kind of cute. At least it's not like a big ugly spider.
How many millions? Well, here is a list of events that this little guy's family tree has lived through. The fall of Rome. The evolution of humankind.
Okay.
Go back, I want to be monkey!
I want to be monkey.
The Ice Age. God tossing a rock at the big-ass lizards.
They
Hell,
survived.
this little fucker watched the first fish crawl onto land and was underwater when the first tree spawned.
Wow.
But I think the best way I can put this into perspective is that not unlike the way the Earth orbits the sun orbits the Milky Way. Now, this process takes around 225 million years to complete. The horseshoe crab has done it twice!
Oh my god! This guy's old!
This plant explodes.
Oh my gosh.
But why? Well, you see this.
I mean, it does look like... Doesn't it kind of look like a ball sack? Like, I see why it will burst.
Is a squirting cucumber. Stop giggling.
What?
I see you laughing. Stop it. This is serious. These things are found worldwide, and to understand where this thing got its name, you need to understand how most plants spread their seeds. You see, most of the time, plants store their seeds in their fruit. Birds then swoop down, grab their food at the drive-thru, eat it, and fuck off.
Stop. Stop! I think I know where this is going. Is this plant gonna bust its seeds everywhere? Stop!
Then digest the flesh of the fruit,
Seeds like
but shit out the seeds. Seeds hit the ground, get fertilized, and the cycle begins anew.
The
the
normal
squirter
process.
is poisonous.
Huh?
Every single part of the plant is toxic, so if Tweety here eats it, he's gonna become a KFC family bucket.
Then...
So if that's the case,
Oh no!
how does it spread its seed?
Oh no!
Well, same way you do. You see, the cuke stores its seeds in the fruits as well. But the fruits are made up of very soft cells. And as they grow, they slowly fill with moisture. This moisture causes them to swell and inflate, increasing pressure on the inside of the fruit. That pressure builds.
Oh no!
The fruit stretches until finally all that pressure is too much for the stem to bear, and it pops out like the pin in a grenade. With
Oh,
that
gosh.
opening, all those seeds and all that pressure finally has somewhere to go. So, in order to spread its seed far and wide, it busts. This plant, spiders are scary. But
No!
at least
No,
they can't
it's
get
a
you in the
spider
water,
video.
right?
No!
Yeah, that nightmare is a fishing spider. Native to the land down under, because of course it fucking is. And you may be wondering why the fuck this thing is pulling a Jesus. Well, you see, fishing spiders have no webs. Which means they can't just wait for a fly to clothesline itself when they're hungry.
So no
When
web?
they want to feed, they gotta hop in the ute, drive down to the waterfront, and get ready to do some serious fishing.
Ooh, a
Now, last I checked, spiders
fish?
can't just go down to BCF
spider
and
that
buy a fishing rod.
fishes?
No, these little guys need to get hands-on. Or, should I say feet? Because they start their hunt by resting their forelegs on the water's surface. These legs are covered in ink.
I don't know about you guys, but something about a spider's leg just gives me the... I don't like it. I don't like it.
Incredibly sensitive hairs, which detect tiny little ripples and vibrations from the water, basically giving them their prey's fucking IP address. Not only finding their location, but also doxing what fucking species it is. Uncooked fish finger located, all that's left to do is, go out and grab him.
You gotta zoom
But,
to it!
how? Well,
Oh,
no,
gosh.
he's not wearing 4 pairs of frostwalker boots. Those long legs are also coated in hydrophobic hair.
Oh,
this
gosh.
allows them to put their weight on the water without breaking the surface tension. This means that when they see their prey, they can simply Jesus towards it at Mach 5 and fucking grab it.
Oh gosh!
Fighting it with venomous fangs that inject, you guessed it,
Say the line, Bart.
Poison!
neurotoxin.
Oh.
And
Yay!
once it's paralysed, they drag it back to the shore and have a feed.
Oh,
Wait,
gosh.
this one's too small,
I
we'll throw him back.
do not want to be a fish. If I'm a fish and I'm just swimming and I see a spider crawling at me at Mach speed, I'm going to be so scared. Oh my gosh, I don't like
Be free.
spiders.
Spiders are scary.
Alright, let's see what this one... What the...
This is the world's deadliest tree. Introducing the manchineal tree, found in the United States of
Wait a
America.
second, how can a tree be scary? How can it be deadly? How can a tree kill you? Like, if you die to a tree, isn't that just like a skill issue? Because trees can't move. I mean, maybe if a tree falls on you, but like, trees don't fall on you super fast.
America and the Caribbean, and you may be wondering, what makes it so deadly? And
Yeah.
the answer is that when growing this thing, God used the same design philosophy that Miyazaki uses when he puts a swamp in a FromSoft game. Because even thinking about the fucking thing will poison you.
What? What do you mean
The
thinking about it?
entire tree, from root to stem, contains more toxicity than a league lobby, and that starts with the sap. This
Oh,
thick,
that's
sticky,
bad.
white substance is not
That's
only
bad.
found inside the tree, but thinly coats the entire thing, not unlike the sock under your bed.
Oh, that is really bad.
This is a problem because it contains 3 separate toxins that will seep into your system if you so much as f***ing brush the thing, causing severe itching, swelling, and,
death.
chemical burns.
Oh my gosh! Wait, so why does this tree want to kill us so badly? Like 3 different poisons? What? What the frick?
I think it's just because of allergies.
Getting toxic shock from just touching the thing isn't enough for you? Well, you'll be happy to know that eating the fruit on it can just kill you.
Oh, of course! Of course! So not only does it have 3 different poisons, it's like, nah, this is not enough. The fruits kill you! What next? Does the leaves kill you?
Yeah, what the sap does to your skin, the fruit essentially does to your throat and internal organs. So just
Oh,
a few
gosh.
bites of Satan's apple here will cause you to start choking before you experience the worst stomach pain of your entire life, collapse to the ground,
And
puke
die?
your guts up, and then start shitting them out.
Oh gosh.
But the f***ed up part is even if you don't eat the fruit or
The
touch
leaves.
the tree,
The leaves.
it can still poison you. How? Well, let's say you're walking outside and suddenly it starts pissing down with rain. Thinking quickly, you run for cover under the branches of a tree. A manchineel tree. The rain hits the leaves and the branches of the tree, mixes with the toxic sap, and then falls
no.
directly onto
Toxic
your
rain!
fucking head.
It's literally Minecraft.
This is the world's
Toxic rain.
This tree grows grenades.
What the?
You see,
Another
this is
deadly
sandbox
tree?
native to South America, and before we even address the frag grenades growing in the branches,
This is why I don't touch grass. True. People say go touch grass, but then there's literal trees that want to kill you.
we are going to start at the bottom of the tree because I feel it's important that you understand that this tree was designed from the roots up by God himself to f***ing hurt you. Growing up to a staggering 60 meters
That's
in
a lot
height.
of
The
grenades.
first phase of the f***ing boss fight that is this tree is the
Oh,
giant,
oh, oh.
inch-long, rock-solid bark combat knives covering the thing from
Oh,
top
gosh.
to bottom.
Oh
Now,
gosh.
if Groot's cousin being armed like the average British resident was not enough to stop you from getting too close, touching the tree will immediately make you realise it is not ribbed for your pleasure.
Oh gosh.
It's for your fucking poison. Yep, as if the spikes weren't enough, the sap
They're
of the sandbox tree
poisonous.
is very fucking toxic, causing severe itching and rashes on contact, and if you
Dang.
some fucking how get it into your eye, it will temporarily blind you.
Oh no.
That all pales in comparison to what you came here for. The reason, the other
I don't
name
wanna
for
be
this thing
blind.
is the fucking dynamite tree. The fruit. You see, these fruits aren't meant to be eaten. In fact, they're poisonous. Put it in your mouth, you'll cramp up, vomit, and shit yourself.
Oh gosh.
No, they are made
Wait,
to
I have a
spread-
question though. I have a question. Why would you even think about eating the fruit from this tree? Like, if you see all these spikes on the tree, wouldn't you think, maybe this tree is dangerous. Maybe I shouldn't eat the fruit on the tree. Maybe it's dangerous. I don't know. Cause it's funny. So you're gonna see the spikes and be like, oh, this is funny, lol. Let me just eat a fruit, lol. Like, I don't want to be pooping and throwing up.
the seeds of the sandbox tree in the most American way humanly possible. Explosions. The fruits are basically
Explosion.
seed-filled time bombs.
Uh-huh.
As once mature, they begin to dry out. As they dry,
and then they
shrink, and
explode.
they slowly begin bending against their stems. The tension
Whoa.
gets too high, snaps the fibers, holding it against the stem, and the whole thing explodes like a frag grenade, sending seeds flying up to 240 kilometers an hour.
What the frick? Wait, you know what I just realized? Why is this tree, like, so decked out? It has spikes along the bark, the sap is poisonous, and the trees explode. Like, why do all these trees want to kill you? Why do they want to kill us? Like, now the trees want to kill us. Oh, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. Oh, no.
This turtle breathes
turtle.
through its butt. No, this is not a joke. This is a Fitzroy River turtle, native to the...
Bro, imagine you gotta breathe through your butt. Like, does that mean you gotta smell your poop every time you poop and your fart every time you fart? Like, oh gosh, now I'm just thinking of like if we had like our eyeballs and nose by our butt.
land
Oh,
down
no.
under. And as with most of the shit found in God's drafts folder, its
Australia!
existence begs a single question. Fucking why?
Yeah, why?
These little guys
Why do you breathe through your butt?
are freshwater bottom feeders, snatching and consuming the children of aquatic insects and
Oh.
munching down on the occasional ribbonweed salad. As with most river turtle species, this requires them to spend most of their time in the water. Now, rather than doing what most turtles do and developing an insane lung capacity, the Fitzroy decided to evolve a set of gills alongside their lungs to allow them to stay underwater for 3 weeks at a time.
That's
Hello,
good.
How are you?
3 weeks later.
I am under the water.
However,
under the
when
water.
placing the gills, God was absolutely
AK, thank you so much for the 12 months. Thank you. Mwah. I really appreciate it.
fucking plastered. And instead of placing them on the neck like a normal animal, he slipped on a beer can and not only placed them on its ass, but inside of it. And you know what makes this
I thought it was outside, but it's inside his butt.
even worse? Turtles do not have a single-purpose hole like you or me. They have a cloaca, which is the fucking Swiss Army knife of holes. This means that Fitzroy River turtles shit, piss, breathe, and
No.
fucking mate out of the same hole.
Not cute. This turtle's not cute anymore.
Australia has dancing spiders.
Oh my gosh, this is why I'm not going to Australia. Because not only are the spiders huge, but they can dance.
Introduce you to the land down under's most fabulous arachnid, the peacock spider. Now, this 8-legged pride flag is not remotely dangerous to humans. It's got full venom, tiny fangs, and as far as size goes, they're the spider equivalent of a fucking gnome. What makes
gosh.
these little guys interesting
Wait, they're
is their
kinda
love lives.
cute.
You see, not unlike normal peacocks, it's only the males of the species that are running the RGB gamer lights. But why are they built like a Razer laptop? Well, because spiders can't just post up with a dead fly on Tinder and start swiping. No, the boys here have to attract a lady the old-fashioned way. Shake an ass.
They
You
gotta
see, in
dance.
order to find a mate, peacock spiders head out to the club and find a lady across the dance floor. They then lock eyes with her, and as the song changes, they raise that coloured dump truck to the sky, start playing Dance Dance f***ing Revolution.
Am I the only one that finds this romantic? Like, as a female, as a lady, like, if I saw like a guy like dancing, you know, I'd be like, wait, that's kind of cute. Like, if I was a spider and I saw that guy and he looked at me and he started like shaking his colorful tushy, wait, wait, maybe not the tushy, but because that's what they're essentially doing. They're shaking their tushy.
Baby.
Oh no, do you want from me?
Now, as he dances, the female spider watches very closely, not only paying attention to the movements of the dance, but also the fucking vibrations.
Whoa!
And if our protagonist here can nail Osu Valentine's Edition just right, the female spider
We'll eat
will
him
slowly approach, lean in for a kiss,
and eat him.
and... But,
Oh my
here's
god!
the thing. If he f***ed up the dance, he fails the charisma check. And if
And
he
he-
f***s the charisma
And
check,
he fails.
he's
he,
no
he
longer
gets
boyfriend
eaten.
material. He's a f***ing happy meal.
I knew it! I knew it! So, guys, basically, you know, you're like, oh, I really want some love in my life. I really want to attract this lady. But if you don't do it perfectly, if you fail, you get eaten! What the frick? That is so much pressure. Oh,
Australia just found a new insect.
no! No!
And in a certified Australia moment, it is unironically called the f***ing Lucifer bee.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Okay, I'm afraid of spiders, but what I'm also afraid of is bees. Like, if you guys ever seen like the Japanese hornet, don't search that up. By the way, that bee is freaking huge. I'm scared of bees. I hate bees.
Yes, of course we have the Satan bee. The snakes and the spiders and the f***ing dinosaurs weren't enough. No. Now I gotta dodge a rejected doom enemy on my walk to work. Discovered
Literally,
in the...
think of every animal with like a mean name, like the Lucifer bee, the like there's like all these like really scary names, and all of the bugs with the scary names live in Australia.
The closest climate to hell on Earth, Western Australia, these bad boys were named after the Lord of Hell for 2 reasons. The first of which being the giant fucking demon horns bolted to their heads. Now, those horns aren't just there to look scary. They're actually a defensive mechanism to protect the demon bees from bigger predators. However, only the ladies of the species stay strapped, as the horns are only found on females, meaning a more accurate name for these absolute girl bosses.
So the females are the
bee.
mean
But
ones.
a pair of spirit Halloween horns can't be the only reason they're named after the devil, right? I mean, there's gotta be f***ing something else. Like, do they spit fire?
Oh gosh.
Maybe they've got a pitchfork for a stinger that injects
Are
you
they
with
poisonous?
acid venom. The answer to that is, no. It's a normal f***ing honeybee.
Huh?
The actual reason is that lead researcher, Dr. Kit Prendergast, was watching the f***ing Netflix show.
Biggest cock I've ever seen.
And this isn't even the first time she's done something like this. She named another species after her pet dog. F***ing...
So you're telling me this bee is just a regular honeybee, and when the woman discovered it, she was just like, yeah, you know, I'm watching Lucifer on Netflix right now. Let's name it that. Like, what? I got so scared. I was like, this bee is gonna kill me! And then it's just a regular honeybee. Like, what?
Based.
She's so based.
That isn't a tree.
It's
It's
not.
a f***ing bird.
What?
Introducing the Tawny
Oh, man,
frogmouth,
it's kinda
a species
cute.
of bird
Oh.
found in the land down under, and Australia's very own avian equivalent of a maxed out Skyrim stealth build. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, it can't be that stealthy. I can see it.
No,
Yeah,
I
you
did
can.
not
You
see
can
that one.
Did you see the one right f***ing next to it?
Yeah, I saw the one next
Now,
to it, but
the
not that
important
one.
question is, why the f*** do these things have predator camo? Well, there's 2 reasons. First of all being, it's f***ing Australia.
Australia!
You see, these bad boys are primarily
Oh, they're
nocturnal,
cute.
staying on the move during the night,
A
and
little
dive
bit.
bombing unaware insects to meet their bulking goals. However, that means that during the day, they sleep. And in a country where at any point you can be bitten, mauled, stung, or
Oh,
f***ing
gosh.
drop-kicked to death,
Oh!
laying down in the wrong spot can turn a short nap into the forever sleep.
Yeah, that's why I
So,
would
in order to
live in
prevent
Australia.
themselves from becoming an item on a snake's KFC order, these tactical chickens evolved the ghillie suit to basically
Why does it
allow...
look so weird from the front? It's like staring into my soul. Like, oh my gosh. I once had to buy my friend a new pet tarantula because I had a female and he had a male of the same species. When introduced to each other, mine immediately pounced on it and ate my friend's male. Oh no! Yeah, you gotta be careful. Like, these female spiders, like, if they don't like a male spider, they're not just gonna be like, I don't like you. No. They're gonna be like, I hate you! And then eat them! You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be careful. Hi, Carlos! Hello! Thank you, Vitos, for the follow. I know, they literally got that face. It's literally circle, line, circle. Every owl looks crazy from the front. Ooh,
them to
I didn't know
disappear. Being practically invisible allows them to unlock their second passive, f***ing DoorDash.
DoorDash?
You see, these guys are so f***ing good at cosplaying a stick that not only do predators mistake them for Groot, but so does their prey. And so, whenever they take
I
a
thought
nap,
that was a
they
tree.
just leave their mouths open a little bit. And whenever some poor ant just tries to walk his way to work, he instead DoorDashes himself
Wait.
directly into its fucking mouth.
That's so smart. It's literally the definition of work smarter, not harder. Like, just camouflage as a tree and open your mouth, and then boom, free food.
I want you to imagine you're cave diving. You turn a corner and see a spiderweb the size of the fucking wall.
I would literally pass out. I would literally pass out if I saw a wall of spiderweb. I'm gonna turn around. Okay, first of all, I'm not gonna be cave diving, but if I'm cave diving like the booty hole of Satan and I see this, I'm turning around.
I regret to inform you that no, this is not fake. This is an actual photo from the inside of a cave on the Greek-Albanian border, where scientists have discovered the world's largest spiderweb, located in a portion of the cave crammed to the brim with sulfur that has quite literally never seen the light of God. This wall of white sticky stuff spans 1,100 square fucking feet. That is the size of a 2-bedroom fucking house. However, finding the average Australian home on the wall of a cave at Wireless...
I need to see the spider who made this. I need to. It's gonna be so funny if the spider who made this is like the teeny tiniest spider.
Then brings up a far scarier question. What the fuck built it?
Yes!
Well, to the relief of many, no, we did not discover a giant spider lair.
Oh, phew.
Nor is this the result of a single spider with creative mode and world edit.
Who is
No,
it?
it's
How did
far
it look?
fucking worse. Because this web is the arachnid equivalent of getting the boys on for a 2-week Minecraft phase. Because this web is a collaborative effort. It was built by 111,000 fucking spiders.
What the freak?
I want you to imagine your cave
Oh, no.
dog.
If it was made by 111,000 spiders, I do not want to touch that. What the?
This pond is hiding something scary. No, not that. It's worse. You see,
What's in
these
the
are
pond?
cranberries, a small red fruit
Oh,
used in
I
juice,
love
sauces, and even
cranberries.
alcohol. However, unlike many fruits which grow in luscious green fields, cranberries grow in a fucking swamp.
What?
However,
not know
sharing
that.
a postcode with Shrek doesn't exempt cranberries from pest control issues. But rather than dumping enough toxic chemicals on the cranberry bog to qualify it as a League of Legends lobby,
Wait! I did know that because there's like this cranberry commercial of a guy just like in the water with the cranberries. That's kind of cool.
cranberry farmers decided to use a more interesting form of pest control.
What is it?
Fucking wolf spiders.
No!
That's right. In order to prevent a horde of bugs from devouring these innocent cranberries, our brave hell spiders are deployed to the field to protect against the horde. Which works great. Until they flood the fields to harvest the cranberries, at which point the highly venomous wolf spiders start to look for the closest high point.
Oh no.
And if you're picking the berries, that's you. This pond.
Oh gosh, I am never being a cranberry farmer. I'm never, being a cranberry farmer.
This pond. This shrimp has a gun.
A gun?
No, this isn't a Fortnite skin. This is a real f***ing animal. And it's called the pistol shrimp. Now, unsurprisingly,
Ooh, pistol?
being named after a firearm, of course it's f***ing native to the United States of America. Where the f***?
Of course! It's named after a gun. It's from America.
Where else do you think you were going to find it? However, they can actually be found expressing their Second Amendment rights over the majority of the globe, too. Now, coming in
is it
at
a
a
pistol?
huge 2 inches. It is not the size of his body that makes him
That's
special,
huge!
but the caliber of the big iron on his hip. Or should I say big claw?
Whoa.
You see, that oversized right pincher isn't just because he forgot to, switch hands while doing homework.
Whoa. Wait, so you're telling me only one of his pinchers is bigger than the other? That's funny.
Hey, mate, that claw is basically fucking Mega Man's arm cannon. But last I checked, they can't call in an ammo resupply under the sea. So how does the claw become a gun? The answer is bubble.
Bubble?
You see, these bad boys hunt smaller shrimp, and they start that hunt by jumping off the f***ing battle bus and looking for prey. Once they get within effective range, they will literally cock their claw like the hammer on a revolver. Weapon ready, they line up the shot, take aim, and
Counter-terrorists win.
they snap their claws together so f***ing fast, it causes an underwater vacuum, creating an explosive cavitation bubble
That is
hotter
so
than
cool.
the surface of the sun. This bubble is then launched at the enemy at over 100k an hour.
What
The bubble
frick?
then connects with the smaller shrimp and f***ing flashbangs it. This either kills it outright or stuns it long enough to be consumed.
What?
Poor little fucker got quickscoped by Faye shrimp.
How do you make something so powerful? It's hotter than the sun! Oh my goodness, thank goodness shrimps live underwater because, oh my gosh, what if the shrimp was like, I feel like if the shrimp could do that to us humans, they'd be at the top of the food chain. This shrimp is crazier than all of the other spiders combined, by the way. I know! I'm so glad shrimps are very, very small and they live underwater.
Aussie farmers thought they were being attacked by aliens.
What?
But what was actually causing it is so much funnier. This
looks
is
cute.
wallaby, the kangaroo's vertically challenged little cousin. Now, to get a little more specific, this is a Bennett's wallaby, native to my home state of Tasmania.
Australia.
And that location is very important to the story. Tassie is home to a lot of things. Beautiful views,
Tassie.
a seal with a felony record, and the nut. However, one thing they tend to leave off the tourism brochures is drugs.
What about the drugs?
Tasmania is the world's largest exporter of legal opium, the main ingredient in opioid painkillers like morphine, with this one tiny island producing 50% of global supply. Now, opium comes from poppy milk, and to get poppy milk, you need to milk poppies. And to produce that 50% of global supply, Tasmanian farmers grow huge fields of these things across the north of the state. However, because throwing these flowers into a crafting table gives you f***ing narcotics, these fields are legally required to be under extremely tight security, which is why these same poppy farmers became extremely confused when f***ing crop circles showed up in the plant equivalent of a Town Hall 9 Clash of Clans base. They were
so
understandably
cute.
absolutely f***ing bewildered by this, and some people even thought it was aliens. So to figure out whether or not it was a Halo Elite drawing this shit, they set up some cameras. And what they saw was this little shit breaking into the field, eating the milk-filled buds, getting absolutely f***eyed, and then hopping in circles until he passed the f*** out. They thought the f***ing Covenant were invading, and it was a drink-driving wallaby.
Wait, so you're telling me this big thing, this little guy showed up, ate some poppies, got so drugged up, sped in circles, and then passed out. And they did it multiple times too. They did it multiple times. He just like
Australia
me for real?
just found a new shark.
A
Of
new
course,
shark?
Being from the land down under.
Why is Australia always finding something new? Like, what the heck? I feel like someone just wakes up, goes outside, sees something new, and is like, well, we just found something new today, guys. Like, what?
It's fucking weird. Introducing the brand
Is it
new
cute?
Western Australian lantern shark. as the name suggests, discovered by a team of scientists off the coast of Western Australia.
What the frick?
Now, as with the overwhelming majority of weird shit in the ocean, the Ozempic shark here is found in the deep sea.
Is that thing
sharing
even
a postcode
alive?
with the anglerfish, that one xenomorph shark, and
Oh gosh.
now, despite the word shark making
they're
most
all crazy. They're all scary and they all live together. Oh my gosh.
people think of something a little closer in size to, I don't know, Bruce, Slenderman's fish sonar over here
Whoa.
only grows up to 30 centimeters. This little guy shares a weight class.
He looks like he's dying and gasping for water. He's like, it's like that one SpongeBob when he's like shriveled up and he needs water. I need it!
With a fucking foot long. But I mean, honestly, I still personally think 30 centimeters is way too big. He could be just as good as the other sharks if he was, you know, let's just say 3 inches. However, other than being built like a fishy USB cable and owning a property in rock bottom, what makes him so weird?
Yeah.
Simple. He fucking glows.
Throw it flashbang.
That's
But
cool!
fucking why? Well, you see, these bad boys
He
are
glows in
found
the
in
dark.
the twilight zone of the ocean, around 1.2 kilometers below the surface. A place so fucking far down, it sees less sunlight than the inside of a gacha addict's room.
Oh!
And so, lantern
Ah,
sharks
Tom, I'm
evolved bioluminescence on their gills and fins in order to fucking communicate with one another.
That's so
The
cool.
glow is the evolutionary equivalent of a fucking indicator, showing that a literal abyss shark is more intelligent than your average BMW driver.
Yeah. That is actually so cool though.
There is a competition in America where they vote on the fattest bear.
Cute!
That's right, lads. F the Super Bowl. I'm about to introduce you to the most important American sporting event of the year, Fat Bear Week.
Woo! Now this is a sport I can get into!
Hosted by the Katmai National Park and Preserve in Alaska every year from the 23rd to the 30th of September, the public watches as Winnie and Paddington fight it out to see who is the most absolute of units.
Who's the fattest?
And this year's highest calorie Kumamane has been crowned. But before that, how the f does Fat Bear Week work?
Yeah, how?
Simple. See, the event is held in the lead up to hibernation season, while all of these bears are at the peak of their bulk. Now, while it's running,
that's not
the
a
park
bear!
allows the public to view live stream footage from all of their trail cams. These cameras capture all the park's brown bears, allowing us to observe Freddy's fat ass cousins like we just got a job at fucking Fazbear Entertainment. Each bear caught on camera is assigned a number and occasionally a name. We, the people, then vote on the contestants
We
day
must
by
vote.
day, pitting them against
Democracy!
one another in a fucking single elimination tournament bracket, determining with our votes which bear most closely resembles a pyro commission until one bear is crowned the victor. Now, you may think this is just some silly little event, but no, over the years, there
I
has
didn't
been
even know there was
fucking
a bear
voter
competition.
fraud, a manhunt for a missing hiker, and one year, the trail cams caught one contestant beating to death and eating another bear. But now, to answer the question you've all been waiting for, the winner of the 2025 Fat Bear Week is 32 Chunk. Winning with a broken jaw. They named that
God!
fucker after the render distance you need to load in his entire body at once. There is a
So junky.
I got into a car crash.
Oh no!
I was driving, I was on I used to work on a farm. I'm driving down the road. It's a
What
narrowish gravel road, so you really need to stick to your side. I come round a corner, so there's like a blind corner. I'm on my side of the corner. Someone comes around the corner in a big car, too far over. I see them, and I have to...
That is the scariest thing. Every time I drive around a corner and I can't see, I go really, really slow, and then I start to pray that nobody's coming around the corner at the same time as me.
go over to the side. That didn't run me off the road, but it put me in this really thick you know, really loose, thick gravel. So the car starts sliding towards a wall on this.
Oh, Zachzilla! Thank you so much for the 13 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Side of the, like a fucking wall over here. So I slide it back, but over this side there's like a fucking 3-4 meter drop.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh fuck. So I slide it back, then realize, oh, I can't get out of this slide. I'm going to crash. Kick the wall rather than going down a hill. Smash into the wall. The car like hits it like the car hits front on. The force of the impact spun it so it was facing backwards. I'm like holding the wheel. The car stops moving. I'm like, oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay. Open my door. I have to like put a bit of force into it. Like bonk the door open. Stumble out of the car. I see the front end of my car has just been torn off. Like the bumper's ripped off. The radiator's been punctured. But there were 3 thoughts that went through my mind. The first one was, am I good? The second thought was, this is going to make really good content when I talk about it. Like, this is going to be really fucking funny. And then I was like, oh, fuck, my car's a write-off. I got into a car crash.
Well, at least he's okay. That's the thing that matters the most. He's okay. Only in
Okay, so
Australia.
as the Aussie animal guy,
Wait,
I
what?
feel-
Only in Australia will you see a kangaroo hopping across the water? No way!
Okay, so as the Aussie animal guy, I feel like I might owe you an explanation for this one.
Yes. How is this possible?
That-
Okay, this is the second animal we saw today that can walk on water. We need an explanation. Why can all these animals go on the water?
Is a normal fucking Roo. No, he is not Roosus Christ. He's not the second coming, and he's not gonna turn your water into wine. Alright, he
How
might
is this
turn it into
possible?
BB if you ask nice.
Get that up, yeah.
But if that's the case, how the fuck is he stealing the Son of God's
How
passive?
is he doing
well,
this?
the answer is fucking sand.
I don't like sand.
Yeah, you see, what's far more likely than a Roo being enchanted with water walking is that he's actually running on a sandbar. That is basically just a fancy description for ocean currents piling up a shitload of sand into one place, creating an
Whoa.
offshore segment of the water that's not much deeper than a fucking kid's pool.
Oh, so it's like an illusion. So it looks like he's on the water, but he's just like on a sand pile.
Kangaroos know about sandbars, and they actually very frequently use them as a shortcut to get from A to B to find more food.
Whoa.
So, while it looks like Skippy here is stealing Jesus' entire fucking flow, he's actually on a Macca's mish.
Let me get a...
So it's an illusion.
I got into a car crash.
This is the world's oldest shark.
We got a
boomer. But how old actually is it? This absolute fossil over here is the
Oh,
Greenland
he's so
shark. And
cute.
this may come as a shock to you, but the Greenland shark is found in fucking Greenland, man.
Oh!
And with
It's
Grandpa
in
Shark
Greenland.
here coming in at a fucking
Man, it's
kaiju
so
size,
cute.
6 meters in length, and a literal fucking ton in weight, this senior citizen probably worked with Godzilla back in his fucking day. But how
Dang,
senior
is that
is
old?
senior? Well, you might be expecting me to say something along the lines of, 100 years, maybe 150
Yeah.
years, right? Try higher. No, not 200.
No.
Close, but not 300 either.
Chocolate.
No,
No
the
way.
Greenland shark can live up to 500 fucking years.
What?
You know,
How is it
I don't think you
surviving that
understand how
long?
old that is. So, to put it in perspective, this is Bob. Bob has just turned 500. Here is a list of things this has lived through. All 8 of King Henry's divorces, the invention of chocolate,
I remember when they
Whoa.
first invented chocolate.
Shakespeare's entire lifespan, the Boston Tea Party, the signing of the Declaration
Wait,
of
500
Independence
years
and
is
the
older
founding
than
of
I
the
thought.
United States, the colonization of Australia, the Industrial fucking Revolution, the invention of the light bulb and adoption of electricity, the Titanic becoming a submarine, World War I, the Great Depression, World War II, the Vietnam
the
War,
frick?
the fucking moon landing, and the invention of the internet. first episode of SpongeBob.
insane!
Schlatt's crimes in 99. 2001. The invasion of Iraq. The global financial crisis. The death of Harambe.
No way!
Australia catching fire. The virus. And it's still with us today to watch fucking TikTok.
What the frick? So you're telling me this guy's been along for that long and he's just been chilling underwater? That's
You understand just how old sharks are.
We got a boomer.
See, I'm not just
They're
talking individual
ancient.
sharks. Hammerheads, Bruce from Nemo, Jeff.
Jeff! Oh!
Your average shark lives anywhere between 20 to 80 years. Nothing all that special.
Yeah,
I'm
nothing
talking
crazy.
sharks as a species. Because as a concept, sharks are fucking one-tricks. They have mained this class through every single balance
sharks have
adjustment
been
Earth has thrown at
alive
them.
for a long
From
time.
climate change to the Ice Age to that time God decided to punt a rock at Barney the dinosaur. Yeah, when it comes to prehistoric shark species, most people think of the megalodon.
Oh, the
That
megalodon
big boy
is
the
scary.
size of a kaiju that was swimming around in the ocean around 26 million years ago. Which
Okay, is the megalodon still alive? I'm sorry if that was a stupid question. I don't know.
might sound like a long time, but as far as sharks go, this thing's a fucking zoomer. Go back around 250 million years to the early Triassic, before the literal dinosaurs,
They were
and you'll find
alive.
Helicorpion, a shark with a fucking buzzsaw for a mouth. 250 not far back enough for you? Go back around 300 million years, and you will find Adestus, the fucking pog shark. And
Oh,
if that
gosh.
is still not far back enough, you can go all the way back, right to the beginning, to the first recognizable shark, Doliodus problematicus, at 410 million
so
years
glad-
old.
I'm so glad I don't live near an ocean because sharks are always going to be scary to me. I feel like sharks are going to be with us for the rest of our lives.
Sharks have existed for 4 times longer than Saturn has had f***ing rings. The first
No
tree
rings?
only sprouted out of the ground 385 million years ago. That means that for
That's crazy.
25 million years, Groot's great-great-grandfather was sat in God's drafts while this f***er chased Nemo.
That's crazy. You know what I realized? Thank goodness sharks have been around for this long, but they never, grew legs. Knocking on wood, because there's like that one brain rot shark with the Nikes or the Jordans. Thankfully, they haven't learned how to sprout legs, and they don't know how to walk on land. So,
Just discovered a new fish.
ooh, is this fish
Looks
cute?
fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it's just a little guy.
This is the bumpy snailfish, a freshly discovered species found off the coast of
It's
California.
just a little guy.
What makes this absolute specimen stick out is that it's a deep sea fish, found at a depth of 3 kilometers. And I am here to tell you exactly why. Because once God finished building this thing, he took a step back, looked at it, realized exactly how fucking chopped it was, and punted that thing into the depths of the ocean where no one would ever see it again.
Be free!
Be free,
However,
little fish.
thanks to the hubris of mankind, it is here before us today to take the piss out of.
What?
His head.
I mean, fucking look at it. It is a profoundly unserious creature.
It's just
I
a
do
little
not think
guy.
a single fucking thought has ever spawned behind those eyes.
Oh, that's true. I don't think he's thinking
Not
anything
to
at all.
mention the fit on it. It looks like an aquatic, uncooked turkey with a fucking smiley face drawn on it. Coming in
Damn.
at a solid 3
Leave
inches
the
in
little
length.
guy alone.
Bumpy here is not the only species of snailfish. There's others that look like this. However, unlike his cousins, God deemed it so that this poor little f***er would be built like a shaved testicle. The
Oh.
scientific term for a pair of these should be a sack.
Yeah, he does
However,
look like ball
despite
sacks
the
now that
fact
you-
that he looks like a sperm
Now
cell
that
with
you
a
mention
receding
it.
hairline, I love him.
He's so cute. Look at
Yes,
that smile.
that's what I was
It just
saying,
reminds
he's
me of
cute.
Sackboy on the PS3. I know when they got his ass
That's what I was saying. He's so adorable.
on camera, he looked at it and went,
You know, when you showed me up, you put some of the stuffing in the wrong places, so I'm a little up. But will you take care of me forever and ever?
So
I'm pretty sure that fish does not even have a brain. Like, I don't think he's thinking of anything.
this crab is a boxer.
Whoa!
agree!
That's right, stepping into the ring at
Oh,
0.
you know what? Crab sounds so delicious right now. I wonder if this crab tastes good.
0.15 grams and a
nom,
huge
nom, nom.
2.5 centimeters in length. It's the boxer crab.
Woo!
You
Catch
see,
these
while most
hands.
crabs use their pinchers to feed and defend themselves,
Ah!
the boxer crab has instead elected
Now, why
to
would you
spec
do
into
that?
CQC and throw f***ing hands. And despite their completely average and not at all small size, this f***er fights in the heavyweight division, able to punch out hundreds of times its size. But how does nature's Little Mac win the fights? Well, that's pretty simple. He f***ing cheats.
Oh, gosh.
You see,
Oh, is it
those
the
little
poison?
pom-poms aren't a fashion choice. Those are both anemone that the boxer crab holds in its claws to use as basically f***ing brass knuckles. Now, they get these anemones by finding other boxer crabs who have them, jumping them, and then claiming them like they are a f***ing WWE title belt. Now, if you weren't aware, anemones are venomous plant-like
It's like boxers. Like, when boxers die, they just get reincarnated as this boxer crab.
animals that, in order not to get eaten, sting the shit out of anything that touches them. Boxer crabs are immune to that sting, but you bet your ass that
Ooh.
everything that tries to eat the boxer crab isn't. So, the crab and the anemone enter into a symbiotic relationship.
That is so cool. So you're telling me this crab, like, literally puts, like, the anemone, whatever, in its like, it uses as boxing gloves. That's so cool.
Essentially becoming an aquatic venom, with the anemone getting some of the crab's food, and the crab gaining venomous brass knuckles.
That is so cool.
So, whenever a predator gets in the ring with Crab Tyson here, he'll wait for it to get just within striking range, and then...
Mr. Squidward!
Boom!
I should kick your
Oh, that looked like that hurt. Alright, well, I think that's enough reacting for today. That was so much fun. I love more Parz. We react to more Parz. do, 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 do.